know exactly where this is going.
So we get through the morning, and cool, man. We're in like Flint, you know. So we get to the afternoon class, and I hear, "Would Michael Contras please come to the office?" And then I heard also, "Will Jeff Enwell please come to the office?" So we get there, and you're already there, and I'm like, me. So where were you boys yesterday? Well, we we weren't feeling good. You know, we had our excuses. Well, funny that you say that, because we asked your brother Nick, and he cut class yesterday, and he said that he was with you too. We looked at you. We wanted to beat the shit out of you. Forget the guy with the paddle. We wanted to kick your ass all the way to next week.
I couldn't lie.
We said, what? You couldn't lie, really?
I couldn't lie.
Yeah. So needless. Here's this perfectly thing that I had where if I wanted to cut, I had it perfect. I had it down. Nope, mom, this and that. And anyway, and my brother gets to the same high school as me, and guess what happens? There goes my cutting abilities, just down the tubes. But I was able to. That woodshop teacher that you were talking about, he liked donuts. So what happened was,
how'd I miss that?
I don't know. Well, because I like donuts.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So what happened was, if I made a deal with him, I said, if my wood project, whatever that is, woodshop project is done and it's ready to go, and you know, I don't have anything to do until the next project comes up, whatever it is. I said, can I cut your class? And I said, I'd like to stop at the bakery and have a donut or something. He said, I'll tell you what, bring me a couple donuts and you can just come in for third period on.
There you go.
So whatever it was, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, shop class, whatever it was, if my project was done, you know. But speaking of that, remember Perkins Pancake House?
Oh.
Where we used to go to Perkins in the mornings?
In the morning.
And then across the street from
Sandy's driving.
Well, there was Sandy's, that's afternoons.
Yeah.
But there was a bakery that had the cream horns.
Oh, the Long Johns?
Yeah, well, no. We're talking about, they had Bismarcks. Yeah, the long
Bismarcks.
But you know where the cream horn was?
Yeah.
That's what Jerry's driving had.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there was a bakery that had those Bismarcks. And man, I hated walking to school, but once I discovered Perkins Pancake House and the bakery, no problem.
Yeah.
I'm walking to school. And you always Mom would always wonder why we were leaving so early to go to school. You know?
Well, we got first period to eat pancakes at Perkins Pancake.
Oh, yes, we did.
A few times.
Well, yeah, that's how I developed that method with the...
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You know, speaking of attendance...
Oh, no. Oh, God. You mean there's more?
It involves you and I think a guy named David Ruidell.
Oh, yeah. The attendance office?
And
actually,
you were the getaway car.
No, I wasn't there. The Dubonnays had a gig that weekend.
No, you were involved somehow.
They wanted me to be, but we had to play. We were down at the roller rink in Belpre. Or at the YMCA at Belpre.
YMCA. Well, there was a roller rink in Belpre.
Maybe it was the roller rink.
I came down to see you one time.
But no, what happened was,
they busted through the roof.
Yeah, that was Ruidell and Miller, Ron Miller. Was his name Ron Miller?
I don't know. Tim Miller?
I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Massaro, Tom Massaro.
Tom Massaro.
Ruidell, Massaro, and I think Miller lived right next door to Massaro's.
Okay.
Okay, and I think it was him, and Dave Oldham.
Could have been
Dave Oldham.
Could have been, yeah.
And you?
No. I wasn't involved in that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, because these were all seniors, I think.
All I can remember is...
But I wasn't the getaway car. Marty Ivanov.
Marty Ivanov.
That's what it was.
That's it. All I can remember is it was trashed.
Right.
All of the tickets, the attendance tickets and stuff were people would get detentions
Right.
and stuff like that. That was all gone.
Right.
And so nobody got their detentions. They couldn't track
Right.
them down. But the thing that amazed me the most, and you were involved in this, is they brought all you guys into the office and they brought detectives in there,
Right.
and y'all talked your way out of it.
Well, I had an alibi. I was not there. They just assumed because we all hung out together.
Well, I thought you had the Pontiac Catalina.
I did, but it was in Belfry, Ohio.
And I thought you were the getaway car.
No, I wasn't there for that.
Okay.
I wasn't there for that.
Okay.
I would have been.
Yeah.
I would have been there.
Oh yeah.
You know, because we all hung out together.
Man, I want to tell you, that was the talk of the school for months. For months.
Well,
there were so many happy people that got out of detention. Man.
I mean, that's
But
how
they
I
did some nasty things.
Well, I mean, they put poop in.
Yeah, they did some nasty.
See, I don't know that I would have, even if I'd been around, I don't know that I could have been a part of that.
Oh,
You know, but I don't know that everybody knew that there was. I don't know who actually did it, but I don't think the whole group knew as a group that was going to happen.
Right.
I think they just wanted to get in there and destroy records.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But then to smear all the
that was horrendous.
All right.
What's next?
Favorite food that Yaya used to make?
Oh my God, that's easy. Pasticcio.
Yes.
I mean, how could you miss it?
Well, you can't, and nobody else can make it.
Oh no.
How the hell?
Anywhere. I've been to I don't know how many Greek restaurants. I don't know how many Greek affairs. The festival in
church?
September at the church.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Not even close. Again, I think it was ingredients and the sauce that went on top.
The bechamel sauce.
Yeah.
The white bechamel sauce.
I think people look it up in a recipe book and they figure, well, that's how you make it. But she did stuff to it that.
I tell you who got close was Janie's mother.
Is that right?
Yeah. She looked up a recipe. I didn't give her grandma. I didn't have grandma's recipe.
Well, nobody had it.
And that's one thing that Mom was really upset about because Grandma didn't really have recipes. It was
Right.
a pinch of this, a pinch of that.
Well, I
pinch
mean,
of this, pinch
she
of that.
you know, she
it was all
right
in her head. But Janie's mother tried pasticcio one time, and man, was it good.
Really?
But it wasn't Grandma's. But man, I can remember her saying, I don't know if I'm gonna make this again. It dirtied every pan and
it's
everything
a lot
in the
of work.
kitchen.
It's a lot of work.
There was everywhere.
Sure.
But man, it was. Of course, her hobby was cooking.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
I mean, she did a phenomenal job.
yeah. Okay.
But pasticcio, and I remember Grandma. Amazingly enough, as a little kid, I remember her rolling out phyllo dough on the kitchen
Oh yeah,
table
for baklava.
for baklava, and she made her own phyllo dough.
Yes.
That's
I mean, that's crazy.
unheard of. That's
But
insane.
But it's better that way because it's fresh.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just a little bit thicker. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now she rolled it way out and really thin. But
Unreal.
I mean the baklava was to die for. And you get baklava now and it's
Yeah.
I mean it's okay, but it's not. It's
Well, all the foods that Grandma made, Rovizia and the dormadas.
Oh, the
and
dormadas, the grape leaves.
The grape
Remember
leaves,
that?
stuffed grape leaves. I mean, those were like staples on the plate almost every night.
Yeah.
I mean, we had those. Now you go get 4 grape leaves at a Greek restaurant. It's like $5.
Oh,
$6.
it's not even. There's more than that, and it's just rice and some seasoning. They don't even put the beef in them.
Put beef in them. Yeah, they don't
Right.
put the beef in them
You know?
anymore. But yeah, that was crazy.
All right, the least favorite food that she made. I can tell you what mine was.
Liver and onions.
Yes, cat damn, we were raised in the same house. You know that's funny.
And I can remember Grandma made you eat it, and you would take pads of butter.
Oh yeah.
You'd cut pads of butter, and you'd put the pads of butter on the liver,
Right.
all around the liver, and you'd cut it. And there'd be a pad of butter on there.
On each piece.
Yeah, each piece, and you'd throw it in there, and it's like, oh my.
And salt.
Yeah.
I had. I had to do something. The texture was.
Yeah. I couldn't do it.
And who thought eating organs was a good idea?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, especially the liver. I mean, that's the organ that takes all the toxins.
And then I'd hear about things. little dinners they used to have at Uncle John's house across from Uncle Jim. And they'd be eating lamb brains and lamb eyes and all these delicacies, and they'd be having octopus and all this stuff. And I'm thinking,
well, octopus is a seafood of some kind.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I like octopus. It's very, very good. But all the other stuff.
I know.
I mean, seriously, you can't be serious. And it was an absolute delicacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't. There isn't enough seasoning.
I can remember Dad putting an eyeball in his mouth and eating it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, liver and onions. Yeah, liver and onions.
Liver and onions, absolutely the worst. Your favorite music from back then?
Oh my.
I mean, genre of music, not necessarily a particular song, but just genre.
Well, rock and roll. I mean,
groups.
The Beatles,
for sure,
had to be. I mean, I can remember at one time the Beatles had the top 10 songs in the country.
Oh, sure.
The Beatles. And this may sound odd, but you'll understand it. Frank Sinatra. When I was home alone, Mom would be at Chef Casino or she'd be at Forest Park or something. I had this Frank Sinatra album, Live at the Sands.
Yeah.
And I'd put that on that record player in the living room. It was that big thing, record player in the living room. I'd put that on, and man, I'd be singing along with that. I couldn't get enough of Sinatra. And to this day, I mean, his reprise, CD, I know I've worn out 2 sets of those. I mean, it's just crazy. But, well, the recording, my CD I have out, has Fly Me to the Moon recording on there. In 19 tracks.
We will try to incorporate that in a part of this.
In 19 tracks of that. I finally got it right.
Yeah. We'll do the G-rated version.
Oh my goodness.
Did Andre ever get to hear the R-rated? If she watches this, she's going to be really upset.
I don't know. She's memorized that whole thing. She could, from start to finish, she can recite all of the language.
All the conversation?
All the conversation in that, top to bottom.
That was a fun
And she
night.
can even go in the middle. She listens to it all the time still. She has it. She listens to it all the time.
Wow.
And when was that? That had to be 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
I know the actual date, but,
And Janie wouldn't get me the dang ouzo.
No.
It was out in the car.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't go get it.
So it was wine. They were drinking wine.
They were drinking wine, but there was ouzo in the car, and I felt I could do a lot better job if I had a shot of ouzo. And she wouldn't get me the ouzo. And boy, I can hear Andre now. Get me the ouzo. No.